Viewer discretion is advised.
Kibo, you okay?
Oh yeah, sure, Jess. Isn't she beautiful?
Our niece Polly. She's simply beautiful. Probably cause she takes after me.
Just look at her. She's got 10 toes and 10 little fingers.
And let's not forget the endearing howl she uses to wake us in the middle of each night. What is it, Kibo? You're acting as though it's the first time you ever saw your niece.
I wish I could explain it, Jessica. I'm just so very happy to be here with you and little Polly.
Ahem. I hate to disturb this hallmark moment, but duty calls.
Mrs. Suarez, is something wrong?
The usual. According to the morning radio program, Phantom Swerve is menacing the city again.
Why are you telling me this now?
Kibo, sweetie. Please be serious. Someone has got to stop that lunatic. And I vote for the Blue Combatant. You think the Alpha Defenders have nothing better to do than chase after your old villains?
How can you possibly know about the Blue Combatant? He could be a little behind sometimes. Jess, I have to go run some errands. You know where my...
The keys are on the dining room table, Kibo.
Right. Thanks for the tip, princess.
You're shopping already? I knew I raised you to have a sense of responsibility. It's chilly outside, so wear your coat. Honestly, Jessica, I don't know how you put up with that weirdo alien monster.
He can be a real trial Aunt Jenny.
Full throttle.
Did you remember to bring your wallet and some cash? You don't want to run out.
I've got everything covered, Jenny. Thanks for replacing the battery in my hoverboard. I think you better flip that rental back where it was swerved, before I lodge an arrest warrant.
Oh god damn it, you again. What business is it of yours this time?
Parking illegally in a restricted space is one thing, but flipping over countless amounts of vehicles is bad enough as it is. Now, you better run away before you eat my fist.
Pathetic Blue Combatant. As always, you come up with an excuse for me to stop hanging around here. Well, not this time. Come on, swing at me.
You're not allowed here, Phantom Swerve. Didn't you get the message last time? Now get up and move, before I stick my blue blaster where the sun don't shine.
This ain't over, you blue fucker.
I just love when a plan comes together. The Blue Combatant, Red Riot, Adiris Weston, and even your old girlfriend Jane Timms. They're all wondering if Joseph Carney, the original Dark Mage, is still alive and kicking. Stop giving me that blank stare. Lighten up. Listen, this is supposed to be the fun part. We're going to mess with their minds, just as we planned. And we're going to make them pay for all the pain and humiliation that they caused you. Ah, much better. I knew I could talk some common sense into you. So what do you say, shall we look in on our guests?
Hello? Is anyone here? Where am I? Sylvan. Blue Combatant. Red Riot. Who did this to you?
Compose yourself, Jane. They're fine. A lot better than fine, if you will. Thanks to certain unique hallucinogens in my happy tanks, they've all created their own private fantasy worlds. While I have no idea what they're expecting, I doubt they'll even attempt to escape.
Joseph. It's really you. How?
Why even ask? You know anyone else who dresses up like a low-budget movie monster? What can I say? My specialty is special effects, not costume design.
You're supposed to be dead. The funeral. The monuments. There was no doubt.
Jane, what part of Master of Illusion don't you understand?
Why are you tormenting me? You used to call me Janie when we were little kids.
Did I? Maybe it's because we were friends then. And now you're only someone who's been exploiting my memory. You thought I wouldn't forget.
My God, Carney's alive.
If that's your final answer, Weston, then sorry, you're wrong. The real Joseph Carney is taking a worm bath. That's only a beautifully designed and well-programmed automation.
I don't understand. Why torture that poor woman, if... Wait a minute. You've been playing bullshit mind games ever since you kidnapped me. Why should I believe anything else you say?
You don't trust me? Ouch. Adiris, my brother. How can you treat me like that, after all we've meant to each other?
I don't know anything about you, aside from the fact that you call yourself Vorden.
You're wrong again. You and I are old friends. Don't even pretend that you don't recognize me.
Jaquana?
That's right. Jaquana Taylor. I was an associate's intern that you hired to exaggerate Joseph Carney's suicide. You gave me a taste of power, then you took it all away.
You're blaming me for your failure. You were supposed to capture the Blue Combatant, but he exposed you as a fraud.
Don't you ever get tired of saying the wrong fucking thing? People like you and Janie, or whoever she calls herself. You just don't get it, do you? You both used Carney for your own selfish agendas. She built a cottage industry around him, and you just employed him as a club against the Blue Combatant. It looks like the club is about to strike back. Thanks to you, I studied Carney's equipment, and learned how he crafted his illusion like I was the Dark Mage. That's when Carney ruined everything by returning from the dead, and I got whacked out of the illusion biz. Relax, Adiris. I won't let any harm come to you. I owe you for inspiring me to follow Connie's lead. With the knowledge I mastered, I created the identity of Vorden and started whipping up my own super illusions.
But how? How are these illusions even possible?
Got to give Ola Dearest Weston his due. He's always thinking like a newspaper man. Although someone should have told him that special effects moved away from smoke and mirrors ages ago. Everything is now based on computer imaging and virtual reality. What's the matter? Didn't I tell you I was going to build a tailor automation? I seem to remember he used to be a friend of yours. Didn't you work on a couple of low-budget creature figures together? Whatever. I'm sorry if I touched a nerve. Although I sometimes wonder what happened to the real Jaquana Taylor. Old supervillains never die. They all get recycled eventually. Oh well. I can't worry about that now. I have something on the stove, and should check on our other guests. Ah, soup's on. Such a pity that we can't peer into their dreams and see the fantasies they've spun for themselves. I'll bet they've all settled down with their one true love, moved to an exotic locale, and are living happily ever after.
Hey look, it's Red Ride again.
Hi boys. I apologize for dropping in on you without an invitation. But the zodiac sign wants everyone in the Sagittarius gang back on it.
How did you know we were planning another crime wave?
I only got a tip from an outsider.
You dirty motherfucker. You going down.
According to my bionic senses, I can picture how they're positioned as clearly as the eye could see. From the way their hearts are speeding up, the thug in the front and the guy in the rear are waiting to rush me.
What?
I appreciate the lift, sir. Though I doubt your partners will.
I'll take this one.
Crap. That hurt.
Come on, which asshole wants to go next?
You may have beaten the others, Red, but you won't get me.
Ah? Not so fast, Trevor Horn.
Let go of me. I didn't even get to spray subliminal messages on the courthouse yet.
Tough balls, the writing is on the wall. I'm putting your ass in jail.
Put this in jail.
Fuck. He vanished. This is gonna feel very embarrassing once word gets out. Now that I am finished with these blood-borne gang members, I might as well change back to Zach Reed. I just wish I knew why I'm so worried about Cerise. She was my secretary. And the woman I love. Why couldn't I be with her?
Is it my imagination, or did Red Riot just twitch? These happy tanks were supposed to keep him and the others on ice forever. Although I still don't see why we wasted one on Jane's husband. He's just a nobody named Sylvain. Oh well. If my calculations are correct, they've all simmered in my special soup long enough so that they'll never trouble us again.
I don't get it. I defeated Phantom Swerve and Giant Hamstacks, and it isn't even lunchtime yet. And I still can't believe Jessica let me fly scot-free when I only wanted to play with the baby. Why would she? Wait a minute. Jessica, the baby, Aunt Jenny. This really isn't real.
I know Cerise and I are destined to spend our lives together. And yet, I get a haunting chill every time I try to think about the future. Something about Cerise feels strange.
You've betrayed me, Jane. You based a series of children's books on my life, and licensed my likeness to some bootleg toy company.
But I was only trying to keep your memory alive, Joseph.
You can't lie to the master of deception, Jane. I know exactly what you were. Now, Like it or not, you're going to face your mistakes. What the fuck? No, no, they're convulsing. How are they doing this?
I don't know.
They're supposed to be calm and relaxed. It's like they're trying to break free.
That's because they are breaking free, Joseph.
My head. Pounding like it's about to split open.
Tell me about it. The feeling should pass in a few minutes. The Dark Mage pulled a similar stunt earlier ago.
Will you guys snap out of it? This is no time to coddle yourselves. Carney's trying to escape, so do your hero thing and get him.
You need to calm down, lady. There's no need to shout. We'll get him the best we can.
Blue Combatant. Those tanks. They reminded me of a happier time in my life. But I'm afraid that's not all they did. My sensors, they're not working. Do you feel any different too?
No. You're right. I do feel strange. My blaster gauge has depleted. I can't fire rounds anymore. And my rocket saws don't work anymore either.
Are you kidding me? That bastard drained our powers. We can't fight with him anymore.
Tell me, Sylvan. How are you feeling? What was your fantasy like?
To tell you the truth, Jane, I didn't really notice any difference. I was mostly watching a ball game back at the apartment, while you were writing another book.
Ahem. I'm not sure what the Dark Mage has planned for us, but I think we should try to find a way out of here.
Agreed. You'll have to lead the way.
Jane seems to really think Carney is back for real.
Yep. It's Joseph Carney, all right.
At least we know who we're facing.
Or who the new Black Mage wants us to think we're facing.
What do you want to do to me, Jaquana? I just wanna.
Sorry, Adryris. Jaquana Taylor was just another robot.
Are you real?
Maybe, maybe not. When you come right down to it, Adiris, we're all just illusions. Our lives are full of secrets, petty deceptions, and outright lies. Every one of us wears some kind of mask, and we change our appearance as often as our minds. Who can truly say what's real and what isn't?
Dark Mage, we've found you at last. Now don't you move.
We know it's you in there, Carney. Now lift the hood before we enclose you in it.
What are you blathering about, you blue prototype? I'm not the Dark Mage. He ran down the passage. You can catch him if you hurry.
Thanks anyway, pal, but I'd rather have a real mage on my fist than chase an illusion. No way. You gotta be kidding. You're the Dark Mage.
Have you finally gone insane? I always knew you were a masked menace, but I can't believe you would strike me in front of witnesses. I ought to sue. You're not gonna hit me again, are you?
Talk about must-see TV. This is working out even better than we planned. Although I do hope you kept the warranties on those happy tanks. Did I mean to offend you? Sorry. I know just the thing to cheer you up.
What's with all this smoke all of a sudden?
Everyone stay close.
Blue, I need your help. My receptors are not working. I need you to be the receptors.
How? What's the catch?
You need to tell me exactly what's happening, and describe each new threat in as much detail as possible.
Okay, I'll try. But this may take a while.